guys, Sal here. So the Galaxy S10 will come in two variants, Snapdragon and Exynos, and it looks like this year the Snapdragon variant is gonna be better. The Galaxy S10 Plus has been benchmarked on Antutu with both the Snapdragon 855 as well as the Exynos 9820. And as you can see, the Snapdragon 855 outperforms the Exynos 9820 in almost each of the department. It seems Qualcomm has done an excellent job with its new flagship chipset, and it was expected, to be honest. The Exynos 9820 is based on 8nm process, while the 855 is based on 7nm. So of course there will be performance differences. But like I've said in the past, for an average consumer, these benchmark scores won't matter, as both the Snapdragon and Exynos chips are well equipped to handle the heaviest of tasks with ease. Also, Samsung's new One UI is very light, and the Android Pie update will help the interface faster as well. So the performance differences between the two Galaxy S10 processor variants shouldn't ultimately be a cause of concern. So Evan Blass, the most prolific leakster out there, shared this render of the Galaxy S10 family, which shows the screen sizes of the devices, and surprisingly it has the camera holes at the middle. But before we jump onto camera position, we need to keep in mind that this came from a case maker. They don't have to account for the in-screen cameras, so their position can be whatever. I personally think it won't be at the middle, it will be at the side, as it makes more sense because it will be less noticeable that way. How many of you noticed the Sony logo at the bottom right corner of this movie trailer before I mentioned it? I guess very few. That's because our eyes don't focus much on the content that is not on the horizontal axis of the screen. So an off-center hole is better than a center one. But it would have been better if there were two holes like this instead of a pill-shaped cutout. So it looks like the Galaxy S10 Lite will have a side fingerprint scanner. Cases for the Galaxy S10 Lite have been leaked, which shows the device will have dual cameras instead of one, which is cool. The Galaxy A series have been showing off triple and quad cameras, so that doesn't really come as a surprise. The case also confirms it will have a flat display and side-mounted fingerprint scanner. Unless Samsung is really trying to aggressively price this phone, not having an in-display scanner is kinda disappointment. At least optical scanner would have been better. Again, if they're doing this to have an aggressive pricing, then I'm absolutely fine with it. Of course, that being said, consider subscribing for all the latest Galaxy S10 updates, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.